What's up everybody, how y'all doing? We're back again with another one, and today we're checking out for the very first time is a Led Zeppelin. It's called Stairway to Heaven, the official audio video. And I'm sure there is a music video to this, but I didn't do the music video because it'll probably most definitely get blocked. It's just it's just the way YouTube is. Sometimes they allow music videos, sometimes they don't. But anyway, never mind that. So yeah, I've been checking out Led Zeppelin for the very first time. I've not reacted to Led Zeppelin at all. Haven't, no. But anyway, so this is the very first time, so do go to the Led Zeppelin's YouTube channel, give a like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Support the original artists. The original artists? They are the original artists. Go support the artists, what these reactions are all about. What I meant to say. But anyway, yeah, let's dive into this. The video's this song is 8 minutes long. So yeah, it's going to be quite a long video, this one, because we're going to try and break as what we can of it down and talk about it and just discuss things that I pick up on. But anyway, let's dive into it. Let's go. No, just like this instrumentation is slowly building up. It's there's more instruments being added to the instrumentation. With you start off with the acoustic guitar, and then there's another instrument. I'm not sure what it's called. I'm not familiar with all the names of different instruments and stuff. I'm not a musician, but yeah, I like how it's just, it just sounds brilliant.
There's a lady who's sure all it glitters is
Sorry, there's no captions for this video.
gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with a word she can get what she came for.
So that to me is like saying that this is like a lady who's representing like the deep critique of materialism and greed. So I think the metaphor is like buying a stairway to heaven. Like the lady believes that she can use wealth to purchase salvation or happiness, and we all know that in the grand scheme of things, in the real world, wealth and money, you can have as much money as you want. You can have all the money in the world, but that not going to guarantee you that it's going to bring you happiness, or it's not. You can't buy happiness, because because to try and buy happiness is going to be, it's not real. It's only going to make you. It's only going to make you miserable, because it's not real. It's not real happiness. It's not real. It's just materialism. It's materialistic, and which ain't realistic. So it's not real happiness.
And she's buying a stairway to heaven. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven. It makes me wonder. Makes me wonder. There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts I have seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who stand looking. Ooh, it makes me wonder. Ooh, it really makes me wonder. And it's whispered that soon, if we all call the tune, then the piper will lead us to reason.
So like it now, the song just contrasts like her path, like the greed and external riches, just with the piper's path and nature, intuition, and spiritual wisdom. It's just beautiful. I just love that. It's like it's like a battle of like materialism versus spirituality. So you know, because like as we know, like materialism doesn't really mean anything, because when we die, because when we do die, I mean, and we unfortunately we all have to leave at some point. But you know, all the materialistic things that you say, like you think you own, you can't take it with you. You can't take wealth and your riches. You can't take it with you when you pass. You know what I mean? But things like spirituality, that's something you can carry with you for a very long time. You know, and that's something that, you know, sort of like spirituality and wisdom. You know, that's things that you can pass on. You can pass those on, and that can help other people mentally and be, you know, more mentally, more capable, you know, being past that, and passing on like spiritual wisdom onto others, and that can help them and help them grow, which is actually far more valuable than materialism and then any materialistic item. So I think that's just beautiful. Beautiful.
Really makes me wonder. And it's whispered that soon, if we all call the tune, then the piper will lead us to reason, and a new day will dawn for those who stand long, and the forests will echo with laughter.
I have to point out as well the instrumentation. There's with those now electric guitars. You know, it's just beautiful. I like how it just sing of like just a few lines and then pause, and then and then just let the instrumentation just carry on, and just like to let like their words, what they're saying, to let the words like just, you know, just sink in. You know what I mean? Just and to really think about it. It's just beautiful. because I think that because so you got this woman that's like tracing like materialism and greed and the wealth and trying to buy salvation or happiness. And you got the like the piper is often seen as an allusion to the Panda Greek god of like nature, or simply cooler back to a simpler, more organic way of life. Just trying to it's best to live a simple life than chasing riches, chasing materialism. Because chasing materialism and trying to live a materialistic life is only going to lead to on a path of like misery and sadness. It's not it's not going to end. It's not going to bring you to the perfect way of life that you was hoping for. So to being given a more simpler and more organic way of life is a lot. There's that what can bring happiness, and it doesn't cost a copper coin. It doesn't cost a copper coin to live a simple life and to be happy. So I like the message in the song so far. It's just brilliant.
If there's a bustle in your hedgerow, don't be alone there. It's just a sprinkling for the May Queen. Yes, there are two paths you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on. And it makes me wonder, your head is humming and it won't go. In case you don't know, the piper's calling you to join him. Dear lady, can you hear the wind blow? And did you know your stairway lies on the whispering wind?
I just want to say that the song at the beginning, like you had the acoustic guitar in the beginning, sort of representing like the fragile, being like fragile and reflective, and then in the middle you start getting that electric guitar in the middle. It's like it's like representing like the transition into like energy and action, and then doing a solo you got like how it crescendos. there's like, you know, the famous guitar solo, and there's on the hard rock finale. Sort of, that's to me, it's just like representing like a moment of awakening and revelation. Yeah, it's just beautiful. Just how you can just take a different like sound from different instruments, and you know, and have them to represent different forms of like, you know, from being like fragile and reflective, that going through those like different emotions, and then from that into you know, taking action, you know, and then and having the guitars and that crescendo to sort of represent like the awakening and revelation, like, you know, of you know, that you're coming out of this, you know, you've made a transition between from like chasing riches and being that, you know, chasing that that like luxury and that wealthy lifestyle to you know, and then transitioning from that and going to you know, into like you know, a more healthier way of living, you know, a more simpler life, and really appreciating that and going through, you know, being, it's just, you know, and you know, and I just, it's just brilliant. It's just brilliant. I love how they combine all the different concepts and just bring them together and just, you know, tell this wonderful story. Do you know what I mean? It's just brilliant. You know, just like that, just like, and then the paradox is like, and just with that line, it's like to be a rock and not to roll. Yes, so, you know, suggesting like standing firm in one's truth rather than being a rolling stone that is constantly drifting without purpose. Oh, I love that. I love that. I love that line. It's so true, and it's so true. It's beautiful. Beautiful.
She's buying a stairway to heaven.
That's beautiful. Absolutely phenomenal. Wow. You know, I've heard of can't even talk now. I've heard of Led Zeppelin, of course, but I've not Stairway to Heaven. That's the very first time I've ever heard that, and I know it's a very old, I understand it's a really old song, but I'm going to give that a like. That was absolutely fantastic. You know, it's what a wonderful story. You know, instead of like chasing riches, you know, and just and trying to live that, you know, that more sort of fast-paced and so like a fast life, trying to chase riches and trying to be, and live that kind of, you know, chasing that sort of that lifestyle, you know, that wealthy lifestyle. You know, it's better to just live a more simpler, more organic life. You know, it's just like, So it's about, that battle between materialism versus spirituality, and I think that was an absolute fantastic song. Very well done. Great story. If you want to see me check out more Led Zeppelin, let me know in the comments down below. I'll see what I can do. So till the next one, guys, be safe, be healthy. If if you enjoyed today's reaction, like, share, subscribe if that's what you're into. And yeah, I'll catch you again on the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now. Cheers, peace. I'm out. Peace.